Picture a world where women were told to stay silent, to remain invisible, where women were seen but not heard, where their minds were considered ornamental rather than revolutionary. A world shrouded in darkness, not just the darkness of ignorance, but the darkness of prejudice. But in this darkness, one name pulsates with an eerie, otherworldly glow: Marie Curie, the woman who dared to glow. Born in Warsaw in 1867, she wasn't just destined to break records. She was destined to shatter the very foundations of what society thought possible. Imagine achieving something no one, man or woman, had ever done before, winning not one but 2 Nobel Prizes in different fields. This isn't just a story of scientific discovery. It's a tale of rebellion, of passion, and of a woman who literally glowed in the dark to light the way for others. But what inner fire fueled this scientific supernova? How did a girl born into the stifling corset of 19th century expectations burst forth to illuminate the world of physics and chemistry? Can you hear the whisper of radium in the night, calling her name? Can you feel the weight of the invisible forces she dared to dance with? As we embark on this journey through the labyrinth of Marie's life, prepare to be irradiated by the brilliance of a mind that refused to dim. Will you dare to step into her glow and risk being forever changed by her legacy? Imagine a young Marie, her heart pounding as she slips through the shadowy streets of Warsaw. Her destination, the forbidden flying university, a secret network of underground classrooms where women dared to dream of education. While other young women were being groomed for marriage, Marie was hungrily devouring knowledge in hidden rooms by candlelight, risking everything for the chance to learn. In Russian-controlled Poland of the 1880s, higher education for women was not just discouraged, it was outlawed. The flying university, born out of necessity and defiance, became a beacon of hope for those thirsting for knowledge. Here, in ever-changing locations to evade detection, Marie absorbed lessons in anatomy, natural history, and sociology. This clandestine education wasn't just about academic pursuits. It was an act of patriotic resistance, preserving Polish culture and identity in the face of oppression. But Warsaw was just the beginning. Paris beckoned, and Marie answered, arriving with nothing but a burning desire to prove herself. Her journey was paved with sacrifice and sisterly love. She and her older sister, Bronislawa, made a remarkable pact. Marie would work as a governess to fund Bronislawa's medical studies in Paris. For 7 long years, Marie toiled, saving every penny she could to support her sister's dream. She worked at the Sztuki estate, teaching the children of the Zorowski family while also secretly organizing a school for rural children, teaching them Polish language and history, a risky endeavor under Russian rule. When Bronislawa finally completed her medical studies, it was Marie's turn. True to their pact, Bronislawa supported Marie's journey to Paris, where she would finally have the chance to pursue her passion for science at the prestigious Sorbonne. In 1891, Marie arrived in Paris, facing a new world of challenges. Living in a tiny, unheated attic, often subsisting on meager meals, she poured herself into her studies at the Sorbonne. Against all odds, she excelled, earning degrees in physics and mathematics in rapid succession. In a foreign land, speaking a foreign tongue, she didn't just survive, she conquered. Top of her class in physics and mathematics, she turned every impossible into I did it. Marie's journey from secret classrooms in Warsaw to academic excellence in Paris laid the foundation for her groundbreaking scientific career and her lifelong advocacy for women's education. In a humble rustic shed, more fitting for a potato seller than a place of scientific marvel, Marie and Pierre Curie were about to ignite a flame that would burn bright through history. Imagine them huddled together in the biting cold, their hands raw from the strenuous effort of stirring massive pots of pitch blende. Yet, in this unassuming laboratory, they transcended mere stirring. They were summoning forth elements that would soon glow with a haunting, otherworldly light. The discovery of polonium and radium wasn't merely a scientific triumph. It was an act of alchemy, transforming not just the physical world, but the very expectations society held of women. Here was Marie Curie, a woman not content with the roles society prescribed for her, but instead she was daring to challenge the fundamental laws of nature, weaving a new narrative for science itself. This makeshift laboratory, far removed from the pristine halls of today's research facilities, was where the magic of radioactivity took its first breath. The Curies, with their tireless dedication, sifted through tons of pitch blende, a uranium-rich ore, to isolate the rarest of gems, mere fractions of a gram of radium. Their method, a dance of precision known as fractional crystallization, separated the elusive radium from its twin barium, based on the tiniest of differences in their solubility. The blue-green glow they witnessed was not just a visual wonder, it was a profound mystery. It seemed to defy the laws of physics, suggesting energy being born from the void, a phenomenon that would echo through time until Einstein's E equals mc squared would provide the answer. Marie Curie's work was a symbol of empowerment. In an era when women were often marginalized in the scientific community, she didn't just conduct groundbreaking research, she introduced the term radioactivity, becoming the pioneer of a new scientific age. Her discoveries laid the groundwork for nuclear physics, reshaping our understanding of the fundamental building blocks of the universe, but their impact was not confined to the scientific world. Within mere years of their revelation, radium was already being harnessed to fight the scourge of cancer. And during the darkest days of World War I, Marie Curie, driven by a profound commitment to serve and defy the limitations imposed on her, pioneered the development of mobile X-ray units. While others might have seen a woman stirring pots, Marie Curie was truly stirring up a storm of revolution, illuminating the way for generations of women to follow in her footsteps. Tragedy struck Marie Curie in 1906 when her beloved Pierre was killed in a tragic street accident, leaving Marie a widow. But from the depths of her personal loss, she emerged with a determination as radiant as the elements she studied. In a move that sent shockwaves through the academic world, she stepped into Pierre's role as professor at the Sorbonne, becoming the first woman to teach there in its 650-year history. The Sorbonne's hallowed halls, a bastion of male scholarship, now under the gaze of a woman. As Marie Curie walked into the lecture hall, the air was thick with skepticism and the heavy weight of centuries-old prejudice. A sea of male faces, some curious, some doubtful, all wondering if this woman could truly carry the torch of their fallen colleague. Yet, as she took her place at the lectern, her presence commanded attention. Her voice, once quieted by society's norms, now rang out with authority, challenging the very foundations of the university's history. With each lecture, she wasn't merely teaching the principles of physics. She was dismantling centuries of gender bias, brick by brick. Every step she took through the Sorbonne echoed with the footsteps of countless women denied entry before her. Her every word was a testament to the power of intellect over gender. As she spoke, the walls of the ancient institution seemed to crackle with the same energy as the radioactive elements she had discovered. Marie Curie didn't just step into Pierre's shoes, she filled them with a brilliance that could not be contained. Her lectures were more than academic lessons, they were acts of defiance, proving that genius knows no gender. With each experiment, each demonstration, she illuminated not just the physical world but the future of science, proving that the silent can roar and the overlooked can outshine. As the world plunged into the chaos of World War I, Marie Curie answered the call of duty with her characteristic brilliance. This petite woman with determination etched on her face, navigating the muddy, blood-soaked battlefields of France. Her weapon? Knowledge. Her ammunition? The X-ray machines she developed, affectionately nicknamed Little Curies. Marie didn't just invent these machines, she became a frontline warrior herself, training an army of women to operate them. Imagine the scene. Wounded soldiers, their faces etched with pain and fear, finding hope in the glowing screens of her inventions. With every life saved, every injury diagnosed, Marie Curie and her band of female radiologists were not just changing the course of the war, they were revolutionizing battlefield medicine, proving that in times of crisis, women were not only capable, but vital. The thunder of war echoed across Europe. But Marie Curie answered with innovation. Picture her racing through the battlefields in her Little Curies, mobile X-ray units that she personally drove to the front lines. Amidst flying bullets and falling bombs, she was teaching other women to operate these life-saving machines, creating an army of scientific warriors in skirts. This wasn't just about saving lives. It was about demonstrating that in humanity's darkest hour, women could be the light. Her radioactive elements, which could once destroy, were now being repurposed to heal, to save, to illuminate the broken bodies of soldiers, mending their physical wounds. In these harrowing times, Marie Curie's legacy shone as a beacon, proving that even in the darkest moments of humanity, the light of science and compassion can prevail, illuminating a path toward a brighter, more equitable future. Picture a grand Parisian building, its halls resonating with the excited chatter of young scientists, a place where the future of science was being forged. This was the Radium Institute, Marie Curie's crowning achievement, a sanctuary of innovation that opened its doors in 1914. But it was more than just a research center. It was an incubator of dreams, a fortress where women could pursue science without apology, where brilliance was nurtured regardless of gender. In a world where women were often sidelined in scientific pursuits, Marie created more than just a research facility. She built a safe haven where the brightest minds could flourish. Here, the chain reaction of her influence was palpable, multiplying exponentially. Much like the radioactive elements she had discovered, the Radium Institute became a crucible of scientific discovery, echoing with the footsteps of future Nobel laureates. Marie Curie, now a living legend, assumed a new role, that of mentor and guide. Imagine her moving from lab to lab, her eyes still sparkling with the same curiosity that had driven her to uncover the secrets of radioactivity. She nurtured talent wherever she found it, but she took a special delight in encouraging young women to pursue their scientific dreams. It was here that she planted the seeds for a future where women could not just participate but excel in science. The culmination of her mentorship was perhaps most poignantly illustrated in her own daughter, Irene Joliot-Curie. Irene, following in the luminous footsteps of her mother, would win the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1935 for her groundbreaking work on artificial radioactivity. This was the ultimate testament to Marie's legacy, not just a mother passing on knowledge, but a mentor shaping the future. It was here, in this institute, that Marie's influence reached its height. She didn't just change science, she sowed the seeds of progress, cultivating a legacy that would continue to shape the world long after she was gone. The Radium Institute stands as a testament to her vision, a place where the next generation could build upon the foundation she had laid, proving that brilliance is not inherited but ignited by opportunity, mentorship, and the audacity to dream. Marie Curie's story is not just one of scientific discovery, it's a narrative of empowerment, a tale where a mother's love for science and her daughter became the catalyst for a revolution that continues to resonate through time. In the end, her radiant legacy is not just in the elements she discovered, but in the lives she touched, the minds she inspired, and the world she helped illuminate. Today, Marie Curie's legacy radiates through time, touching lives in ways she could never have imagined. Every woman who dons a lab coat, every girl who peers through a microscope, every female scientist reaching for the stars carries a spark of Marie's fire within them. Marie Curie was more than a scientist. She was a beacon of empowerment. Her journey from the underground classrooms of Warsaw to the prestigious Sorbonne in Paris transcended the confines of gender and prejudice, setting a precedent for women in STEM fields. She was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize, the first to win it twice, and the first to lecture at the Sorbonne, dismantling the invisible barriers that had kept women from the pinnacle of academic achievement. Her work not only expanded our understanding of the atom, but also proved that genius knows no gender. Her story reminds us that the most powerful elements in nature are often invisible to the naked eye, much like the impact of one person's determination can be unseen, yet absolutely transformative. Marie's legacy is a testament to the power of curiosity, perseverance, and the human mind's ability to unlock the deepest secrets of nature. In the darkness of conformity, be the radium that glows. In the face of doubt, be the polonium that burns bright. For in each of us lives the potential to be as revolutionary, as unstoppable, and as brilliant as Marie Curie herself. And as we stand in the light of her legacy, remember that the quietest whispers can echo the loudest through the halls of science, proving that the most profound impacts are often born from the most unexpected sources. Thank you for watching. If Marie Curie's incredible story inspired you, subscribe to our channel for more powerful tales of history and science. Like this video to show your support and share it with friends who need a spark of inspiration. Lastly, comment below, what part of her journey amazed you the most? Let's keep her legacy alive together.